What is your full name?
Carrie Elizabeth Hubbard.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ferndale, Michigan.
How old were you on September 11th, 2001?
I was 31 years old.
What do you recall about life before 9/11, as in traveling by planes, security at airports or other locations, and terrorist behaviors?
Life before 9/11 was a lot less complicated as far as travel is concerned. Security was not as prevalent. It was a lot easier to get through the airports.
Did you ever visit any of the locations of the 9/11 attack?
I never have visited any of those locations.
How did you find out about the attacks? What were you doing at the time?
I was at work and someone was on their computer and it came across the computer that a plane had crashed into the World Trade Center. And so our whole office pretty much gathered around the computer and listened to the reports. And it turned out that an intern that had worked at our office was actually working on at the World Trade Center when that happened.
What were your first feelings/emotions when you heard about the attacks?
I remember being really scared and frightened and not knowing what was going on because nothing's ever really happened in my lifetime like that. And we were all just wondering, is it done or was there, more coming?
What do you remember about sharing this moment?
I remember us all gathering around, just kind of talking about it, and we all felt pretty lucky that we had a group of people there to make us feel better and kind of work through all of our emotions that were happening at the time.
What do you remember about the nation and its leaders coming together in the following days of September 11th?
I feel like everyone was really supportive of the United States at that time and felt horrible that that was happening to us.
What did you think of the government's reaction to the attacks in the days and months that followed?
I feel they reacted as best they could, trying to protect us and figure out, what the best way to do that would be.
How have the additional security measures at airports made you feel?
They've made me feel a lot safer. I mean, I'll wait in line for an extra hour or two if we have to make us feel as safe as possible. So if it takes extra time to get through there, then that's what we've got to do. Then that's what we have to do.
What do you believe is our nation's greatest security threat today?
I think probably the nation's, the debt we're carrying right now. We're so far in debt that if our military's presence can no longer be there, then that's going to leave a huge threat to our nation.
What would you want students to know about this day?
I would hope students would know the process of everyone coming together and supporting each other and relying on people when you need it most. And that even though it was such a horrific thing that happened, just to know what a great country we are.
With our security as it is today, do you ever think something like 9/11 could happen again?
I'd never say never.
Thank you for your interview.